Chris, first things first, you did not get a memo about what to wear today, did you?
Not at all, mate, but all of us can't get away with it dressed down every day like yourself, then.
Fair play. Kristian, welcome to the team, welcome to Muir. Today it's just a general chat about our next exciting milestone as a business, get to know you a bit more and the plans you've got for our next venture, and to understand how it benefits our partners.
Well, thank you, Ben. I've been brought on to help Muir transition from an IDNO, an IGT, into the water sector to become a NAV. So over the next coming months, we've got a task of getting our first application in, transition into the NAV market.
Fantastic. It's so funny to hear, you know, 6-9 months ago, we was completely sitting on different sides, and fast forward, we've got a Water Director starting and a new business venture starting up as well. And it's interesting to know that I was coming to you for advice on, like our other partners, on what our next business venture should be. So we were supposed to be doing fibre before water as our next sort of business venture, and our partners were screaming and saying, you need to be getting into water. There's a gap in the market for you to provide what you're doing in gas and electric and extend that into water. Is where you should be focusing your time. And as you know at Muir, you know, we're always customer led. We listen to feedback, we listen to direction, we act on it, because we'll set ourselves up in such a way to be able to act on their feedback. And this was an important milestone. I didn't think it'd happen within 6 months, but here you are, see it today. But just explain to me why it is so important Muir going to water next as opposed to other asset adoption business.
Well, the most important bit is that if you'd have chosen to go into the fibre network market, I wouldn't be currently sat here, so definitely made the right choice. It's important for an asset owner to transition into the NAV sector on the basis that it's still in its infancy, but it's at a key stage at the moment, so things are changing within the water sector. 2025 being a big year, income offsets removed, developers are aware of this. They're out there looking at different areas to try and recoup that income offset, NAV market being the key area for them.
Fantastic. And you know, some of the partners we work with told us this feedback, right? And, as you know, I'm from a gas background, now electricity, thanks to you and our other members upskilling me, but didn't know a lot about water. So part of the business planning was, you know, we want to get this right for our customers and developers. So part of our business planning was to actually, you know, we're building a business for our current partners. Why don't we make them part of the journey? So part of the workshops that we had around the setting up the water business, we involved them. We thought, well, actually, let's get them involved at a very early stage. Let's listen to see what they want from an adopter, what the watch outs are, what the don't do's are, and how they would like a NAV adopter to help partner with them to scale their business as well as ours. How do you think that approach will work, or has worked, to where you are now?
Well, I think it's important that we carry on with that plan. So as part of our build-up now, we'll be dealing with key clients. Throughout that process, we'll be getting feedback from them, their thoughts, what doesn't work in the market currently within our sector. It is new. Some things do work, some things don't. It's important to us that we take that feedback, like you have done on the IDNO and IGT side, and implement it.
Well, I think you're right, Chris. I mean, that for me, I see as an opportunity, right? If we haven't set up the systems or processes yet, and we can be customer-led and what to actually set up, we'll get it right from the very get-go.
Exactly that, and this isn't all about me coming on board, creating every process. This is how it's done and sticking to it. It's key to get all the staff currently involved, getting all the clients involved, discussing it with the wholesalers, all the stakeholders, taking all that information in and creating new processes around that.
And that's fantastic. And those processing systems, how's that going to benefit, do you think, our current partners? How are we going to offer them something different to benefit them? Like the asset value pool, for example, how's that going to work?
Well, for a starting point, I think it's key. I think Muir's always been very flexible with processes. It's key that we stick to that flexibility. Asset value portal's always been a great point. Quick turnaround for an asset value from a gas and electric perspective. It's key when it comes to dealing with the customers. Sometimes you'll get a quote one day and they need a quote back by the following day. They can't be waiting 7 days for a
Yeah.
quotation. So it's key for us to carry that on with the water. So the water and the NAV side of the business will be on the asset value portal.
So that's fantastic. So what we're going to have then, we're going to have a portal that has the opportunity to put in gas, water and electric details, so the customer can get one quote for all three valuations and assets that we could be adopting.
Definitely that, and it's key to us to not overcomplicate the water side and keep it simple, a lot like the gas and the electric. We don't want too many questions on there. We might want to be able to feed back to a customer and ask a few more detailed questions, but with regards to the initial application, it's key that we keep it in line with the current model.
Fantastic. And some of the other pain points I hear that they have with our NAV providers is, you know, points of contact and communication. How are we going to tackle that in this next venture?
We're going to be clean cut, make sure everyone knows who they need to speak to. Any communications that are fed back from a customer will not only be dealt with by a single person, it'll be passed around the whole business. Everyone will be able to get involved in it to deal with the issue.
So that's really good news. I mean, from a customer perspective, I'm the voice of the customer really representing today, and you know, it's all about transparency. So I've explained to them that we're going on a journey. We're going to create something really unique in the NAV market, and it's really going to benefit you. It's going to take time for us to get to where we need to get to, and we're going to need their help. And they're receptive to that. They want to help us, you know, get through the teething problems, get through the rough edges. And I think it's about having that dialogue with them to keep them up to speed on how we're coming along. And it's been really well received, that they're understanding that there's going to be, you know, problems, there's going to be mistakes, because there's going to be teething problems for a new business. But how do you think that's going to help us, how do you think that's going to help us in overcoming those problems with having that approach of our customers?
Well, for a starting point, I've been the customer to you, so I've been sat in front of you with your pitch, giving the reasons on why Mirror should be chosen. It's been good and clear to me since coming on board that it isn't just a sales pitch. You actually stick by it, you take the information from a customer, and you feed it back through. You have strategy days, and you deal with the problems and create a solution for it.
For me, Chris, transparency is everything, and we've got a core set of values that I have personally, and it's kind of the values that sit behind Muir, is that honesty and transparency, because it's not a sales pitch. The way we work as a business is that we want to mutually grow our businesses. So we want to enhance our offering, to enhance our partners' offering, to win more work and to grow their business. And that authenticity is really important that comes across in this next business venture, which it sounds like it's going to be, which is fantastic news.